My name is Nate Koach, and my company is Suburban Riot. Business partner and I both grew up in Oregon. I grew up in Portland, and we ended up both in Los Angeles about 6 years ago. So a big part of the brand idea and the concept behind Suburban Riot is that we came from this really mellow, relaxed, kind of not very seen place in the country down to Los Angeles, which is like the most opposite. So we went from like the rainy, mellow Pacific Northwest to the sunny, hedonistic, streets of Venice, which is where we started the company. It was in Venice Beach. So I look at American Apparel as our biggest competitor. But their business model is different, but just is in terms of general market share and how much of the young, kind of forward-thinking, design-oriented customer base, they've got a huge share of it. The other side of the competition would be all of the thousands of little indie brands out there who are all making, quite frankly, really good stuff. They just don't have huge distribution. So on one end we have a really big company who we consider to be a main competitor, and on the other side we have tons of little indie brands who are all doing great work and competing for the boutique marketplace. If I were to sit down in a room with the suits and try to describe how we compete against American Apparel, I would describe, well, I would really do it, I would talk about it more in the sense of the lifestyle, because I think what American Apparel captures is a lifestyle. And because when you look at the clothes, a polo shirt from American Apparel is no different than a polo shirt from Penny's. I mean, it's the same, it's fairly low quality, it's really simple, moderately priced. So from a fundamental perspective, there's really not that much difference. Where the difference comes in is how they present themselves and how they appeal to the consumers. And the way they've done it is they've created this sexed up, super hipster movement that people just they love. They're all over it. I mean, it started with the billboards and with the photography. I mean, I think American Apparel has gotten to where they are because of their photography. I mean, I think that's because if you look at their clothes, I mean, I hate to say it, but they're not that great. And I don't mean that in a disparaging way. It's just the truth. Our stuff's not. I mean, in the big spectrum of people making really, really great clothes, I mean, how many people are really doing it? How many designers are out there actually creating really brilliant, genius, new, quality, last forever, tomorrow's vintage type stuff? A few. I think a lot of times they get too stuck in their own tunnel to take the cues from the outside world and adapt it in a way that would make it more appealing to those accounts that would help them get where they want to get to. So it's kind of it's a catch. It's the double-edged sword. You want to stick to your vision, but at the same time you really do have to respond to the market, because it's a business. It's not, if you're out making muumuu dresses and you've got 6 people in Brooklyn who think you're a brilliant genius, but no one in America is picking it up, then you either be happy with that or figure out a way to adapt. And so for us, it's been all about adapting and understanding the market. And really, what's most interesting about it to me is trying to get a finger on the pulse of consumer psychology, because it's so hard to decipher and it's so difficult to get it right. And well, my approach has always been to keep it as simple as possible without making it dumb. And I think that's been the challenge for us, is how can we keep it simple, keep our message simple, but keep it smart. Because I think it's really easy to be obscure and smart, and it's really easy to be dumb and simple. But it's really hard to be smart and simple. And so really at the end of the day, that's my motivation. And as a business person, that's what keeps me interested in this business and interested in doing what we're doing.